Hey folks, how's it going? My name's Roger. Today we're gonna show you how to safely couple the truck and trailer together. All right, so there's a couple things that we need to check on our fifth wheel before we get coupled to the trailer. We're gonna make sure that our fifth wheel skid plate's in the right position. Wanna make sure that our safety release handle is pulled all the way out. Make sure that our nuts and bolts here are loose. And we have proper lubrication on our fifth wheel skid plate and it's not excessively worn. All right, so after we inspected our fifth wheel, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna back up until my last axle is at underneath the tip of the trailer right here. All right, so after we backed up and put our last axle on the tip of the trailer, you're gonna go, get out and look, all right? And there's a couple things we're gonna look at here. First off, we wanna look for the top of our skid plate, which is right here. I'm gonna come down here to the landing gear. We'll turn around. I'm looking at the tip of my trailer and I'm looking to see if there's any daylight above my skid plate, this is good. I do not see no daylight. We have the proper fifth wheel to kingpin alignment height. All right, so now we're gonna go under and make sure that our kingpin is lined up with the V of the skid plate. Look like we're lined up pretty good. Okay, now that we got out and looked, we made sure we had the proper fifth wheel to kingpin alignment. That's very important. Now, I'm gonna lower my air suspension. We're gonna back up a little bit here, raise the air back up, and then gently hook up to the trailer. All right, folks, as you can see, we hooked up to the trailer and I even gave it a trailer tug to make sure that we're latched. However, I cannot trust that alone. So there's a couple things here we need to check to make sure that they're in place for safety. There are several things we need to check, okay? We're gonna make sure that our apron is sitting level on our fifth wheel skid plate. There's no visible gap between my apron and my skid plate. My safety release handle is in a fully locked position. My yoke shaft and bolt here is fully flush on the fifth wheel skid plate. The most important thing we need to check is that our locking jaw is locked around the kingpin. It's best to use a flashlight. Let's go under. So under here, as you can see, it looked like two blocks. That's your locking jaw. And behind it, up there, you have your kingpin. I can see that my locking jaw is in a fully locked position around my kingpin. All right, so last things we need to do, we need to attach our air lines and our electrical line, and we need to raise our landing gear to the proper ride height. All right, here we go. What you don't want to do is do this. Because even though it may go fast, if you slip and you hit your face, it's gonna be a bad day. All right. All right, folks, we successfully coupled the truck and trailer together. I could not stress to you how serious it is to make sure that your locking jaw is locked around the kingpin. It doesn't matter how many times you tug on it until you visually get out and look. Go under there and check and make sure the locking jaw is locked around the kingpin. You will never know. Remember, folks, drive safe. If you have any issues out there on the road, please get in contact with us. Thanks.